What's up, everybody? Welcome back to X-Plane 12.4.1 beta 1, I think is what it technically is right now. We are sitting in Miami. We'll be heading over to Tampa for our first leg tonight. And we are utilizing a not brand new, but brand new to me, add-on for X-Plane 12. And it's called the Airport Enhancement Package, AEP for short, which is the thing you need to enter into the chat in order to be entered into the giveaway for a chance to win this very add-on. So exclamation point AEP, be entered into that giveaway. If you're a member, you get more chances to win. Subscribers, you get more chances to win as well. If you're just a regular viewer, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, and you get extra chances to win. Clear Direct Zay, what's going on, man? How you doing? Levi 17272, good to see you, sir. Welcome aboard. Sense Deets, what's going on? Yep, exclamation point AEP. Let me make sure that's working. I see you guys. Yep, I see you guys entered. So you're definitely in there. Good deal. So we are going to be flying the X-Crafts ERJ 145 XR version, which is the LR version. Thank you, Levi. I appreciate it. Yeah, so those who don't know, I did pass 300 hours in real life. So that was exciting. What gate are you parked at? That's a great question. Hold on, let me open up Miami, and I'll tell you exactly which one. I don't remember, so. It should be parking bays, right? Yeah, so we are, I think I'm H9. I'm right here, I believe. Or am I H10? Hold on. I'm trying to remember. So I'm on the inside part of the. So I think I'm H10. H10 is what I'm at. So if you guys want to fly along, jump in here and you can jump on one of those gates. What's going on, Jessica? All right, we're gonna jump inside here. We're gonna get going. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let me show you guys this AE package that y'all are entering in the gate giveaway for. Again, exclamation point AEP and enter that giveaway. Dynamic Duo, what's going on? How you doing, sir? All right, so what is AEP and what does it do for you? Well, let's talk about that while I mute the music here. So AEP, Airport Enhancement Package, what it basically does is replaces default textures, default signage, default vehicles and buildings and things to make a enhanced version of all of your default airports. So this is like a add-on to make it like a not quite payware, but like getting close to payware quality for all of your default airports. For example, if we're sitting here at this ramp, if you load up into X-Plane right now, it is not going to look anything like this. You don't get all these oil drips. You get a little bit of fading around the line, and that's about it. All of these things are add-ons. You get extra cones. There's more things stacked around the gates, more random vehicles and pieces and things like that. So this is the default Miami here in X-Plane. So this is not a payware version. So a lot of this stuff is extra that gets added in through AEP. The lines, the textures, like I said, on this is all added on. And let's go over here and let's look at some of the signage that I'm talking about. So this is the replacement signs that AEP brings, which if you look has this slight curve. Instead of being this box type of shape, it's actually curved like real airport signs that you see all over the place. Now, some box signs still do look are around, but you know, this is that curved look that you get pretty much all modern airports. When Sims come out, why don't developers just add these with the game? It's time, man. So it's all about time, using time to add, right? So anyway, so all of this is added. The runways are enhanced as well. So you get better textures on your runways as well. Looks great. It does look great. Is there an FPS hit? Could you show your graphic settings? Yeah, I'll show you graphic settings. This is what I have on my graphic settings. But anyway, Yeah. So there's my graphics settings. Um, anyway, so sorry, I'm getting distracted by all the chats. So anyways, this is what you got going on. It's just fantastic. I mean, honestly, I didn't know it would be this good. I looked at the screenshots. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And then like I installed it and jumped into the simulator, and I was like, holy cow, like, this is serious payware level texturing and objects for a single price. And this goes to all of your default airports. It's like if I load it up into a different airport, or when we go and fly into land into Tampa, both are default airports for me. You're going to see the same thing in there as well. If I do 5 $1 donos, will you do it? Oh, do the meow? I mean, technically, yes, right? So it's just 5. So it's whatever. If you don't know what he's talking about, I have a dono goal, a donation goal in there. And I say if I get it, I'll meow on 1 to 1.5. Which, if y'all know me, that just is totally against me. Patiently waiting for animated grass. So animated grass is actually coming. Not in AEP as far as I'm aware, but for example, Cleveland, which I'll be looking at later, not this stream, but another stream. There's a freeware add-on. I was talking to a developer, and it has animated grass. So it is actually coming. So just got to be patient. So the add-on gives you realistic airport. I mean, you know, as realistic as it doesn't replace like these terminal buildings, but all of your ground texturing, your, you know, all your carts and all that kind of stuff like this, it adds to that. It replaces textures. It does all that kind of stuff. So it just adds a lot more grit and grind and reality to the airports, because right now if you load an X-plane, it's pretty like clean, and in reality airports don't look like that, right? So this adds just all that extra stuff that you just normally don't have. If I add another add-on to my place, it's gonna blow. Well, you know, yeah, you're in St. Petersburg. That's cool. Like St. Petersburg, Russia, or St. Petersburg in Florida. I'm assuming Florida. But anyway, so yeah, this is what AEP is. Again, exclamation point AEP if you want to enter into that giveaway. I've got 5 people entered right now. Fire Tim, Dynamic Duo, Levi, Cintites, and Clear Direct. Y'all are all entered in the giveaway right now. All right. So let's get inside the aircraft and let's get going here. Florida, yeah. I figured as much, but you know. Guess Boy Gaming, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well, sir. All right, GPU is available, so we'll go GPU. Do it, Micah. I will try to do it. That is 1 donation. I need 4 more in order for it to count. But man, Dynamic Duo, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I really do appreciate it. Even if it wasn't, you know, the whole meow thing, I really do appreciate it. That those things. So I obviously get ad revenue from YouTube, but it's really not a lot. I'm talking, I think this last 30 days I made $200, which you think, oh, that's a lot of money. No, because YouTube takes a bunch of it, and then you know, taxes and everything else. So I really don't make that much money, and I pay for all this other stuff. So so the $5 really does help. So I really appreciate it, Dynamic Duo. You are likewise. Cool. This flight's going to be like 30 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty short. That's when we'll be doing two legs on this one. We're doing 2 legs on this one. Yeah, we'll get the packs on for that once the APU. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to get the packs on yet for that. All right, we're going to kill that so we're not dying from the sound here. Let's check our systems real fast. Make sure we're getting power from GPU. We are, and that's all good. Do I get any extra entries? That's a good question. I don't think so. You're already a member, so you get extra entries because you're a member. I don't think it doesn't allow me to give more entries for just because you did super chats. And that's just the way that the giveaway system is set up. Why? Okay. I got on, just so you guys know, when I joined Miami here, you had Miami Approach, you had Center Online, and now they're gone. they're gone. Maybe they're going to come back. I hope they come back. That's kind of lame. All right, we're going to request these, get it, load the plane. Good deal there. All right, let's get the rest of our stuff online here. We're going to turn that on, and we're going to get our APU started because we want to get that time to warm up. 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And APU started. One of my favorite X-Crafts? Yeah, me too, man. All right, position. We're going to load the GPS position because that's where we are. So we're going to be going from Miami to Tampa. So we'll put KTPA into the destination. Perfect. And then via, we were cleared before they got offline. Departure. It's really up to us. Got A350. I saw that. Yeah. There's an A350 behind me. Let me pull up the METAR and see what we got going on here in Miami. 120 at 8. So we really could go whatever we want. What's the closest? Well, not whatever we want, but the closest is going to be... Oops, wrong thing. Airport information. Let's see. Closest would be really runway 9. That's the longest runway anyway, so we'll take runway 9. And our departure is going to be the Bingo's 4 departure. I think that's how they say it, with the Cora transition. So we'll activate that, and then we'll go next. Next. Looks good. And then we're going to take the destination, throw it into the VIA, because now we have to go and get the arrival. And what are they landing in Tampa? 208, so they're probably landing north. Let's see what they're actually landing in real life. KTPA, ATIS. Trying, oh no, they're south. 19er right, 19er left. Okay, so we're going to expect 19er left. And we'll do the ILS. And we'll do the vectors. And then we're going to be doing the Bullfrogs 3 arrival, the Cora transition. And we'll review this because I want to see... Oh, well, we can activate it. Yeah, so I want to bring this Cora up to this Cora. Because they're the same. Perfect. All right, so perfect initialization. That looks good. Cruise, actually, we're going to be 0.77. I don't know if that's we're actually going to be able to get 0.77, but that's what we'll put in there. And initial climb is going to be 240 for our climb. That looks good. And next on that, fuel. That is the fuel we need. We'll put it in there. Confirm. Check that. It should be fine. Yeah. Takeoff. And we'll go to the third. Confirm that. And then second page, and we've got our VREFs information there. Good. All right, so takeoff performance. Miami, we're going to 09 right. Winds were 120 at 8. Temperature, what was that? What were we at? Temperature was 24, and QNH was 3005. And we'll enter that, and we'll compute that information. Released a benchmark video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 under GTX 1060. That's something, man. That's something. That is something. All right, so we've got that information done. We've got a checklist today. We're going to follow that. Make sure we don't screw this up because we could if we're not careful. If you guys haven't already, also, by the way, go ahead and smash the like button. It helps the algorithm. Really appreciate the help. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. All right, so we've got the APU. That is on. We can get the packs on now for it. Actually, it is on with them off. Never mind. Whoops. Technically, you're supposed to wait for that, but it's okay. All right, we're going to go shed bus to override because we want the GPU or to be on the APU. Here we go. And it'll freak out if we don't take it off that. Ground services, we get rid of the GPU and the ground objects here. People say flex and the number. What does the number mean or do? Oh, flex. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you want me to flex? Like, I don't... So flex is... it's not actually in this aircraft. I don't think this has a flex. No, it does have a flex. Typically, you don't use it, though. So flex is... It's a temperature that is... You're basically telling the engine that, hey, act as if this is the outside air temperature. So typically you see this in Airbus most often, but you also see it in Boeing. You say, hey, act like the outside air temperature is 60 degrees centigrade, right? That is considerably hot, right? I mean, that's 130, something like that, 130. Someone correct me, tell me what 60 degrees Celsius actually is in Fahrenheit, but somewhere around there. That much heat is what it's anticipating the outside air temperature is. So what it does is the computer calculates, okay, to prevent the engine from overheating, it's going to throttle the engine back to a certain 140. That was close, man. That was so close. Anyway, it's going to throttle back the engine to a certain degree to prevent the engine from overheating. And it helps with fuel efficiency. You're not burning so much gas on takeoff and stuff like that. So that's where that comes from. All right, exclamation point AEP, by the way, Alpha Echo Papa, if you want to enter the giveaway for tonight. Exclamation point AEP for the Airport Enhancement Package, which we kind of already went over, but was just, you know, all these fantastic textures that get added to your airport. Oh, look, it's a Lufthansa. Anyway, they get added to your airport. Enter the giveaway, exclamation point AEP. All right, so GPU is on, AP, yeah, AP is online, GPU is off, shed bus is override, AP bleed is on, packs as required, they're on, parking brake is on, pre-flight complete, emergency lights are in auto, batteries are in auto, electrical power is set for APU, nav lights should be on now. There we go. Hydraulic pumps off, they're confirmed off. MFD systems pages checked. Okay. And flight data set. All right, so we're going to go grab this so we can see it. And so the outside air temperature is, what was it, 24? So we're going to step through. So reference temperature, we're going to increase. This is like the flex that I was talking about. We're going to increase it to 24 so it knows what temperature. We're not going to be aiming the ice, so we're going to store that as our takeoff data here. All right. So if you put the throttles to Togo, you'll hurt the engines. I mean, it's not so much hurt the engines. If you kept it there for a long period of time, you probably would. They're designed for a lot of stuff. You can... It's basically made for fuel efficiency, really. That's what it is. Oscar, AEP2 is free for existing customers? That's a great question. I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. I would have to ask Nate and see what he says. Nate? No, it's not Nate. That's the other guy. Sorry. There's so many developers I'm talking to right now. I have to talk to Connor and see. I don't remember. Is it true that the SU6 AMD bug is actually fixed? Now that my X69 XT is on the way, I have Microsoft 2024. I want to know. So it is fixed for me almost 90-something%. I still get a little bit of anti-aliasing around things, but it's, I mean, it's nothing compared to what it was. It's 90-something% fixed. I'm okay with it. That's how fixed it is. I'm good with it. I'm trying to be womp womp, but prayers for those Air Canada pilots. Yes, I woke up to that news this morning. Yeah, their families, yeah. Very much a sad situation. We'll wait for the investigation to come out for exactly what happened. But, I mean, I have my opinions on what happened. I think I know who's at fault, but I'm going to keep that to myself and keep that, you know, personal opinion to myself and let the investigation take place. because right now we should be focusing on the victim and some victims' families. That should be our focus. Anyway, seatbelt, no smoking lights on, stereo lights off, APUs on, confirmed. GPU external has been off or removed. Doors are closed. Let's get the jetway detached here. And beacon can come on. Fuel pumps on, so we'll get the left pump on now. And AP bleed is already open. X bleed is in open position now. And packs are still on. Thrust level confirm that is in idle. It's in idle physically and in the cockpit. Transponder, we can turn that on. So we did get a squawk before the guy logged off. But 4655. 4655. So we will squawk that, and we'll squawk in ATC on mode. Also flying the E75 from XREF. How do I get to what would be the departure arrival page on the 737? Oh gosh. It's through the nav. It's almost just like this. You go through the, I think it's the nav. I think it's the nav. You hit nav, and then there's like arrival and departure. Almost just like this one. You have an arrival and departure. I think that's correct. But I could be wrong. Correct. Perfect. Yep. Hey, sometimes I'm right. Broken clocks right half the time, right? All right, let's get prepared for pushback here. Oh, there's the one set. Is you the 175? That's what you're talking about? We're going to push back all the way onto the line here.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Well, so you're going to start flight lesson June? Well, fantastic, man. You can join me in the sky. What's going on, Good Days Fishing? How you doing? Again, exclamation point AEP, Alpha Echo Papa, to join the giveaway. What are you joining the giveaway for? You're joining the giveaway for all of this texturing. So the Airport Enhancement Package adds all of this extra texturing, adds all these extra objects around your airport. It adds all of that. So it's not this super clean mess anymore. So this is a default airport. This is not a custom-made airport. It's default. Well, it's custom is like it's, you know, community-made custom, but it's not like a payware or anything. But yeah, so it changes textures of all these lines and everything like that. The signage is actually like, it looks real. It looks like the actual signs you'd see. Changes, I mean, everything. Runway texturing, everything is you can see all the different colorations here that you see now. It adds all of that. So if you are been looking for something to basically make, I mean, it's not really making all of your default airports payware, but you know, it's coming close. The link is in the description for the add-on. But if you want to enter a chance to win it for free, exclamation point AEP in the chat to be entered. Airport bling. Yeah, it's airport bling. That's what it is. We'll go with that. I'll accept it. I'll allow it this time. All right, so what's the CTAF here? Because we do want to talk on CTAF. 118.3. So let's get that tuned up here. 118.3. And then 122.8. So we have that ready to go.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Do you use Flight Radar 24 when you see a plane in the sky? Yes. I actually paid for gold for
and
that.
Adapter in position.
So, yes,
Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
All right. I'm ready for pushback. Oh, yeah. Better pushback is 100% a must-have. It's free. I mean, why wouldn't you want this?
pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, let's get the engines rolling. So number 2, going run, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 2. Hold on, did someone just say they're pushing back? Oh yes, they are pushing back. Oh goodness. Stop pushback. Stop the pushback.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Oh man. It's good, man. It's all good. Just go ahead and taxi for me so you can get out of my way, and then I'll continue my pushback here. Because I was literally going to push right there, and that's not going to work. So I will wait for you to go. Nocturnal Simulations. Howdy, sir. Welcome aboard. Yes, I missed my PC. I got playing for phone. Ah, yes. That's unfortunate. Man, it can get awkward in those spots. Yes, it can. Any of these places that you have alleys, right? It can get quite awkward. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Going fishing this weekend. First weekend up in New York where the weather permits hopefully bass. Bass fishing. I've never been bass fishing. I've only been catfish fishing. Well, and brim and stuff like that, you know, sunfish, whatever. But, yeah. I'm just waiting. A plane where you in that photo. Oh, the photo for the 300 hours photo. Wait, the X-Plane default map is finally good. Use it and zoom in on the plane. Yeah, it does work. I was in the Cessna 182, the same one I had the emergency in, actually. All right, he's moving, so we can go ahead and...
Can't start planner, pushback already in progress. Please stop the pushback operation first.
Okay. So it wants...
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Oh, it's going to disconnect, do the whole rigmarole. Can I swing it? You guys think I can swing it? I might be able to swing it. Keep only my right engine on. I might be able to swing that. Probably not.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
There we go. Did you fix the plane yourself? Or oh no, I did not fix it myself. Absolutely not. No, it went between 2 different mechanics actually, to make sure everything was clean and good to go. If you watch my emergency video that I did on my channel, I talk about what went wrong and how it got fixed and everything like that. So I'm waiting for him to release the brakes.
Starting pushback.
There we go. All right. So run there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dev talked me into the Black Star Caravan. We'll see how this goes. It looks really good. I think it looks really good, at least. I can't guarantee that you're going to have a good experience in it, but it looks really good. Their pro products have been great so far. The Bonanza is awesome. Yeah, I mean, the Black Square stuff looks really good. It does look really good. All right, what was our altimeter again? 3005. So let's get that dialed in here. 3005. So we have that. Good. We're going to go FMS on departure. Heading, we're going to put east 090.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake is set. I'm going to go ahead and remove the gust lock.
Tow. Stand by.
There we go. And I'm going to set flaps to 9. And disconnect and hand signals. All right, so hydraulic pumps can, all right, let's check, let's make sure. Hydraulic pumps, yep, to auto. Ice detection override, engine in auto. Packs and bleeds on. This can go back to auto. AP
Tow is
bleed come off.
disconnected and bypass bin has been
Sterile light
removed.
on.
Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time.
FDAP is rolling. Takeoff. It should be roll. It's pit, but that works for now. Takeoff data set. ECAS checked. Airline rudder neutral. Pitch is already set to 7. Rudder free and clear. Nose wheel engaged. Second engine start. AP bleed has been closed. Engine bleeds on. X bleed auto. Packs are on. APU can go off now. Shed bust back to auto. And there we go. We're ready to go for our taxi once we get our taxi lights on. So we'll go taxi lights on. And should have those nice and, yep, nice and shining there. Good deal. All right, let's taxi to runway 9er. We're going to go 9er via, I think Quebec Sierra is a good choice. I think that's a good choice. All right, so parking brake can go in here. Let's get rolling. And we'll make our CTAF call up here at the dot. Alrighty. Again, guys, exclamation point AEP if you haven't entered the giveaway. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people have entered. Have entered for the giveaway. You do need to explain for this, of course. So, Miami traffic, Piedmont 2234, taxiing runway 9er via Quebec Sierra, crossing 12 on Sierra. Miami traffic. Now to go cry whilst I keep on to do air. Oh, I don't have ATC on. There we go. Now to go cry whilst I bind a new aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes. Yes. Yes, I despise that. Actually, it looks like we're going to be using Papa Sierra, whatever. Everything looks pretty good. Hope you guys had a good start to your week. Mine was crazy busy, but that seems to be the norm nowadays, so I'll take it. Miami traffic, Piedmont 2234, crossing runway 12 on Sierra. Miami traffic. Beautiful sunset here in Miami and X-Plane. which means more than likely in Tampa, we're going to be pretty much dark, night time. But we can always roll back the time if you guys want. I love how my model matching is correct, but the livery is not even close to correct. Whenever the weather gets nice, whenever the weather turns nice, things get busy. That's generally true, yes. Though I feel like my life would still be busy regardless of the weather. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't set the cabin altitude. I should probably do that. My life is busy without yard work, then spring happens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, we'll just add this to you. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
Miami traffic, FedEx 430 heavy, 25 miles to the west, inbound, runway 8 left. Miami traffic, American 5.
It's a race.
Departing runway 8 right. Mike.
Not really a race. It's not really a race. It's funny that we're going the same speed. But allowing me to take off first allows me to see land, which is always fun. Though you might be flying faster than me. I don't know. So on departure here, we're only going to climb up to 5,000 initially. Because our center instrument departure has us staying at 5,000 for a little while. And that is how Miami is. And there's nothing you can do about it. At least this direction. Get a little fast and frisky there. So we're gonna head out and go all the way up to Marino. At Marino we can be above 5,000. But until we're outbound from, I can't remember which one it is. But initially 5,000, then once we're out of the general Miami area, we'll climb up to our cruising altitude today, which is 24,000 feet, I believe. Yep, 24,000.
Army traffic, American 520 heavy, clear runway 8 right. Be departing doors on plane.
All right, takeoff okay, flaps set 5 degrees. Takeoff config test complete. Brake tips are good. ECAS is clear. Fuel panel check. Cross feed is on. Confirmed. And let's see. Windshield heat 1 and 2 need to come online. Start slowing down here. Come online. Those can come on as well. Strobes on. Gust lux free. Flight controls. Free and correct. Exterior lights are on. Controls on. Runway is runway 9er. Miami traffic. Piedmont 2234. Departing runway 9er on the bingos for departure. Miami traffic. All right, looks clear. Here we go. I was landing at Newark and saw a cop and X-plane traffic just going at breakneck speed. Yeah, they do that. Getting over dinner. Wish you 2 red to white. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. All right, 09 inside. And here we go. Toga's in chat. There's 50. And takeoff lock. B1. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Here we go. And pause the rates. Climbing on out. Gear coming up. And we're going to hold about 15 to 18 degrees on the pitch up.
Traffic on my 47. Doing a lot up on runway 89er. Traffic.
All right, flight level change. Heading AP. Release. And nav. And for speed, we're actually going to set speed to be 200. There's 200. Flaps can come up. Looking good. And flyby. And Miami traffic, Piedmont 2234 is now 5 miles to the east of Miami, departing the area on the Bingos for departure, Miami traffic. All right, we'll switch over to Unicom now. And we're leveling off at 5. Just got in for... Hey, Jay, what's going on? Just got in for the takeoff. Welcome aboard, sir. All right, we're going to reduce throttle here. Make sure we don't overspeed the aircraft. Because we got to maintain 5,000 for a while. Miami's weird like that. You gotta stay. You gotta stay at 5,000 for a while under departures. I never understood it, but it's just the way they have the traffic flow through and out. It is what it is. Looking good, absolutely. Up in the sky. That's right, AJ. We're up in the sky. Exclamation point AEP if you will enter for the giveaway. Speaking of giveaways. Look at this guy obeying altitude restrictions and Unicom. I know, right? Who is this guy? Congratulations to all the people who received a free gifted membership. Enjoy it. You get early access to videos I upload and access to exclusive Discord channels, and as well as you get exclusive members-only posts. Yeah, the altitude restriction kills me out of there. I know, man. It really does. I understand, but it doesn't make me like it. Just because I understand it doesn't mean I like it. You're welcome, Gussie boy. I didn't get to choose. It just randomly chooses people, so. All right, after live, we're gonna continue on up to our cruising altitude today of 24,000 feet. Here we go. Never been to Miami, but been to Tampa plenty of times. Not a bad airport. You know, I've never been to either actually in real life, so I really couldn't tell you. The furthest south I've been is, I think, Orlando. That's the furthest south I've been. Flew into Tampa a lot for a job down in Ocala. Pretty nice airport. All right, so we're passing live, so we can go ahead and start climbing now. And we're going to do flight level change. 240 looks good for me. And we'll do climb performance now as well. Same for the self-help airports. Was Rat World, yeah. Does the aircraft have auto throttle? Nope. Nope. So the real one doesn't have auto throttle, so they did not put auto throttle in this aircraft either. Because it has like a managed throttle type system. You still have like, you can climb at certain speeds, descend at certain speeds, but you have to set the throttle yourself. So you just kind of have to, and you get used to it. And there's throttle profiles. So like I'm on climb right now. We'll hit cruise whenever we get to cruise. You get used to it. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful bird. It's a lot of fun to fly to. Landing is I really enjoy landing it, which is, that's saying something. All right, got the jazz playing now on this beautiful sunset climb out. Let's go ahead and search up Tampa here so we can get that ready to go, because again, short flight on this one. So we're the Bullfrog 3, and we're gonna expect to do the ILS runway 19 left. So I would go ahead and get rid of you and you, keep you since we're still on you. But we're gonna be doing the Bullfrog arrival, so we're gonna hit Cora. Come in, and looks like the only restriction is above at cruise, be above 4,000. Yeah, man, that's a really easy one to fly. Oh, we're past 10,000, so let's go ahead and get all of those off. Starlight can come off. Is that default sky or is that a different pack? Nope, default. Default sky, sir. It is the default. If you guys haven't already, go and smash that like button for me. Would really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome so far this stream. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching and chatting with me. Makes the journey a lot more enjoyable. And don't forget, guys, I do have a goal that ends in 1 hour and 7 minutes. For any type of super chat. So you can be as little as $1, I think is the smallest super chat you can do. Any type of super chat. If I get 5 total, we already have 1, I will meow on VATSIM on 121.5. Which, if y'all know me at all, that is something I don't want to do. But you will force my hand if that happens. This is why I'm being very careful to make sure I follow all the restrictions, even though there's no controllers online, because do it right now. How about a 10 for 10 meow deal? I mean, if you give, so here's the deal. It's by super chat. It's not by the amount. But if you give 10 $1 super chats, I will meow 10 times. How about that? Scienticians meow. Speaking of, I actually need to, let me, COM2. I need to start doing this more, but having guard up on COM2. I do it in real life all the time. But I forget to do it in the sim as well. I'm trying to remember. Hey, he hits Outro restrictions, but it's going to Meow and Gar. AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I know, right? I gotta compensate. See what I gotta do? I gotta compensate. I gotta compensate for it. That's what I gotta do. It's over here. That's right. Oh, we're about to hit. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and hit standard and go and get that out of the way. All right, so we're gonna do. COM2's already all the way up. So I should be able to hear it. Yeah, so I should be able to hear COM2 now. Guessable game coming with the 99 cents. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. That's 3 of 5, guys. 3 of 5. Your second turn report card just came out. Was it? I'm assuming it's a good one. Haven't read it. Oh, okay. If the guessable game at AJ. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. So close. You still have your membership from AJ. That's right, AJ. Yeah, you did give some memberships away. Getting closer. Guessable game coming to the $1.99. Oh, man. Oh, y'all are going to make me do it, aren't you? That's what you're going to do. You're going to make me do it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Guess what gaming coming in with $1.99, wrapping up that goal. Thank you guys so much. Dynamic Duo, AJ, Gussie Boy Gaming, thank you so much for your donations. AJ, been here for 1 month. I can tell you that feels no less than 8 or 9 to me. At least we have Jazz, sorry. AJ, thank you so much for your 1 month of membership, man. Congratulations on the 1 month. I really appreciate your support. All right, hold on. Let me get the aircraft set up for cruise. Now, meow on 121.5. Meow on guard for y'all. Someone's going to clip it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we
have reached our cruising altitude.
No, shut up. What's going on, Aaron? All right, here we go. I'm on 121.5 now. I'm doing well. What's going on, Spike Flies? Meow. There you go. There you go. There you go. No, someone else did it. Someone else did it. Someone else meowed on guard. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Oh. All right, let me get back. Let me get back to Unicom. Get back to Unicom. Oh, geez. All right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I'm so discombobulated. Just whatever. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Aaron, did you hear Happy Monday? Did you end up controlling for the SNO? I didn't actually. We had some stuff happen I had to take care of here. Yeah. That sun jumps in the chat. Wall. Exactly. That's why I'm being so careful to follow everything else. I'm like, I discombobulated is what I was going for. Discombobulated. Clear direct. Let's keep that donation streak going. Woo, 199. Man, thank you so much. There's not even a goal anymore. I just don't get any money. Man, I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Oh, you gotta contact me. No. Oh, it's just the auto ATC. Okay. My heart jumped for a second. I thought maybe a supervisor did contact me. Frosty said, add or maintain 11,250 knots, tape altimeter 3007. They're after you. Exactly. I was terrified. Oh, man. Cross D-side after maintain. Where's D-side at? D-side, okay. AJ coming with $3. You guys are crazy. Thank you, AJ. Code Brown. I didn't even do it. Don't worry about it, man. I really appreciate it, though, y'all. I really do. Y'all are fantastic. Y'all are fantastic. All right, where is D-side? All right, we're gonna go. They want us at 11,000 there. All right, so where's that put our top of descent? Okay, so it's coming up very soon. So we're gonna go down to 11,000. That's what we're gonna shoot for. Oh, y'all are great. I appreciate it. Cruise off to the sunset. What is the CTAF? Is there? I'm guessing no one's there. But what's the CTAF for Miami? 18. 119.5. So let's go ahead and get that up. 119.5. Like Gold, you have to sing I'm a Barbie Girl. Oh my gosh. No. That is not happening. That is not happening, period. End of discussion. All right, ILS could be 110.3. 0.3. We'll make that active. And of course, it'll be 187. So we'll do a shooting the ILS 19er left into Tampa. You get 110.3 and approach course 187. We're going to intercept the glide slope at 2,000 feet at Palmas. We'll climb, if we have to go miss, we're going to climb to 600. Well, first of all, decision altitude is 226, 200 radio altimeter, so that's set. We have to go miss. We're going to climb 600 feet, then climbing left turn to 4,000, and direct on heading 160 outbound to the Pi VOR, radio 138 to Gibbs intersection and hold. It looks like I'll be a direct entry too, so that makes it really easy. And yeah, we'll be 200 on the inbound here. That should be too easy here. Too easy. Not crazy. By the way, exclamation point AEP to enter into the giveaway for the Airport Enhancement Package. You do have to be in chat to receive it. If you're not in chat when I do the giveaway, then you'll have to, unfortunately, we'll have to re-roll to somebody else. But yeah, it's a great package. I was kind of going into it thinking, oh, it's going to be good, but it's not going to be anything crazy, right? But honestly, I was like, oh, this is legit. When is the giveaway? be honest, I haven't even decided exactly when I was going to do it. X-Codr is a bad man. He really, yeah, Connor's crazy, man. Mike, I'm excited to fly with you tomorrow. Yeah, that's right, Spike. That's at what, 3 p.m. Pacific? We were going to try that out. Is that right? 3 p.m. Pacific? We're going to see if this shared cockpit thing works. All right, we're about to hit top of descent here. So what we're going to do is we're going to descend at 2,000 feet per minute on the vertical speed. You got an A in math. Congratulations, man. Fantastic. I got A's in math except for once. I got a B. Probably deserved a C, but, you know, I got a B. Does that mean I can fly? No. No, it does not. All right, vertical speed. And we're going to descend at 2,000 feet per minute. And we're going to pull the power back to about 50. Is about what I found to work on the descent here. Start at 55, see how that goes. Altitude to ASE E190. Atlanta to ASE E190. I don't have the E190. I have the 175. I don't have the 190. Oh, okay. 170. All right, yeah, I can do the 170. Yeah, I was like, I don't have the 190. I was like, about to be honest, failed a class in algebra. Rip. I mean, that's, yeah, I kind of failed a semester in algebra, but then the next semester I did really well. It was just that I didn't understand a certain concept that was being tested, and it just really tanked everything for me. All right, we're descending down the Tampa area. We'll be on the ground shortly. And then we got to figure out where we're going to go for a second flight tonight. I'll throw a couple options at you. We could go back to Miami. We can go to Jacksonville and hit Mobile, or we can do Pensacola. I can do Jax Press for you if you end up at Jax. Oh, Aaron, I didn't know you were a controller. I'll also do Pensacola. I didn't know you were in the Jax Artec, I'm assuming. Ah, gotcha. Nice. Yeah, so either one of those, we'd have guaranteed ATC in, at least. Which would be nice. All right, it's 3007 in here. About to pass Coaser. Stereo light back on here. I lived in Jacksonville for 25 years at least. You know, I've been to Jacksonville once in my life, I think. Yeah. All right, so let's see if we got to be at 210 and above 4,000. Question, guys, would you like me to create a playlist of the music that I use, that I create for this channel? All the jazz that I play. I could create a playlist on YouTube with all the songs. I think I'm up to almost 20 songs now. We only got 5 votes right now. We're going to keep the poll up until we're on the ground. All right, we'll keep on descending now down to 4,000. We'll keep this rate of descent. I'm good with it. You like jazz? Insert B movie meme here. Alright, let's start slowing down so we get below 250. Might actually have to reduce our rate of descent here. Have you ever landed at ASE? Yes, I have. I have. I think. Yeah, Aspen. Yep. Oh, rats. I had the dreaded slow CRC update on college Wi-Fi. Oh, boy. Oh, that's so true. The CRC is not fast. And there's 250. We're going to keep it there, and we're going to increase our rate of descent now. All right. We're going for 4,000 is what we're looking for. We're at thrust idle right now. And all of our lights can come on. So all those, we'll keep the taxi off for now though. We'll turn that on when we're cleared to land. All right, flipping over my checklist here. All right, pressurization. We're going to swing this all the way down to 0. Fuel's checked. We've got plenty of fuel still on board. Cross feeds off. Arrival briefing's been completing. Landing and data speeds. We haven't done that, so let's do that real fast. So landing performance. We're landing 19er left. Winds are... Oh, speaking of, I need to make a radio call. Hold on. And Tampa traffic. PMOD 2234 is about to cross jet stream at 7,000 and sending down to 4,000 Tampa traffic. All right, back to what we're doing here. Winds are 260 at 7. Ooh, that was not what I meant to do. It was not inside of there. 260 at 7. QNH 3007. Landing weight is going to be 4,000. It's almost always 4,000. And we'll send PDF. Perfect. I love the view of the day to night transition in the sky. It's been 12. I agree. It looks so good. Hi, Dr. Joe. You had to fight my wife. AJ, I know it's nice seeing actual lights instead of blobs. Exactly. Jessica won't know. You know she watches my streams, right? That's right. Yeah, you have said hi to her multiple times. That is true. She lurks. She's not constantly watching. She lurks in the background. All right, we're going to shoot for a 210 on the speed here. You have an instrument written, scheduled for the 6th? Have I started studying that? Oh, man. Man, need to get on it. I've got my commercial, actually, this Thursday. Got my commercial. I'm ready for it. I'm going to pass it. I probably do need to do some last-minute studying to make sure I pass with flying colors. Stalker prey. Shepard told me it takes 23 hours to study for it. It takes more than that. What does she think about your rebellious meow? I don't know. She's on the phone, so I don't know. I can see her though. I can see her looking. I'll start tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, you probably should have started last week. I mean, Shepard Air is going to get you there, right? If you follow their thing. But, yeah. All right, let's go and pause the music for now. We're getting up here on Tampa, so we need to be paying attention. Tampa should be, yeah, right there. Let's switch over to CTAF now. So we did the Guzda at 4,000. I mean, if you study now, you'll just forget everything, right? Not this, no. No, that's not how it works. So we're going to stay at 4,000. Once we hit Lisaf, whatever, we're going to turn left and get onto the final approach for runway 19 left. So you guys see updated? Fantastic. So we're still 50-50 right now. And Jackson, or actually no, Jackson's leading. So If you guys haven't already voted, you can vote in the poll there. See where we're going to go next. And if you haven't already, also, you can enter the giveaway, ! AEP Alpha Echo Papa, for a chance to win the Airport Enhancement Package. A fantastic add-on to make all your default airports look that much better. And Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234, passing over Augusta at 4,000. Planning for the ILS runway 18 or 19er left approach, Tampa. That's Tampa right down there. Looking good. 4,210. Exactly where I want to be. All right, 9 miles, and we'll turn left to get onto the approach course. And there's clear direct behind us. Take my packages at APK. Oh my gosh. That's not how it works. All right, let's let flight attendants know. Time to prepare for a landing to get seated. Alrighty. We got 10 people entered for the giveaway. I think I'll probably draw the giveaway on the cruise for the second leg. Get a little. I saw this app called Joy 2 Keys, so I can use my Thrustmaster as a mouse. Joystick to keyboard, I guess. What it's trying to symbolize. It's interesting. And Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234 over Lissaf at 4,000. Going to be turning left to get on course for ILS 19er left approach, Tampa. All right, so we're going to go heading mode now. We're going to switch over to nav mode. Of course, we're going to set to, what was it, 187? Yeah, 187. So 187 on there. All right, and now we're going to turn our heading. We're going to go direct west for now, and then we're going to go altitude down to 2,000. I believe that's correct. Oh no, did not mean to do that. So we'll start our descent, vertical speed, and start at 1,000 feet per minute. And we'll go full idle. Start slowing down. Flaps coming 9er. Then we're going to aim for 187, so we should be on a 217 course to intercept the localizer. So we'll go ahead and select 217. And Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234 is on the 3rd degree intercept for localizer 1819er left approach, just south of the Bucks at 3000, Tampa. .217 in, looking good. Confirm I did do the landing calculations. Yep, and I just send that to the PFD. Yep, there they are. Avy tab. Gonna go ahead and bring up the airport diagram. All right, and I'll switch over to nav. We'll grab the localizer. And heading can go on the localizer now of 187 as well. And there's the runway right there. Here we go. I was at cruise. I don't remember exactly. It was right after I got to cruise. All right, we'll activate the approach mode. So glide the glide slope. This is the Bravo Throttle Quadrant with the ProDesk Sim add-ons. Links down in the description if you want the ProDesk Sim add-ons. Get you 10% off using my code. They're very nice. All right, flaps coming down 20 here. Or 22, I should say. There's 22. And Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234, 10-mile final runway 1819 left, Piedmont, or Tampa. Whew. We're going to keep flaps 22 in. Glide slope captured. All right, missed approach altitude is, I believe it's 4,000. Yep, 4,000. So we'll set that. 4,000 sets. And we'll start slowing her down here. Gear down. Gear coming down. And 3 down, gear locked. Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234, 5 mile final, runway 19 left, Tampa.
Tampa traffic, airport 4769, go down on the left and capture the ILS 19 left.
All right, 1,000 feet, we're going to take over.
Autopilot.
500.
Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234, short final, 19 left, Tampa.
Minimums.
Landing.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers out. Not sure why the rate didn't pop up, guys, but it's going to record it in the system, so I'll let you guys know in just a second. All right, reversers in, manual braking, and we'll exit right here. And Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234, clear of runway 19 left on Charlie, Tampa. All right, we're going to taxi to the gates. Airside Alpha. We'll do Charlie Golf 2. And Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2234, taxiing to Airside Alpha via Charlie Golf 2, Tampa. Does AEP affecting lighting related textures? Yes. So all the signage, I mean, all the textures are still, you know, affected by those textures. The signage is probably going to be your most ideal indicator. All right, let's get the APU running here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That didn't start it. Hold on. 5 by 5.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Here we go. Let's get in here. And we'll check out that line right here in just a second, guys. And then we'll get prepped for our next next flight. All right, flaps. They can come up now as well. And it looks like we're the leader is still Jacksonville. Last minute, you can vote in that poll. Last minute, if you want to help indicate where we're going to go. All right, let's take this one right here that has a gate. Is AEP V2 out yet? My understanding, that's a great question. My understanding is yes, and you're looking at it. There's an X-Plane 12 version, and that's what we're using right now. Be honest, I don't know too much about it, except for the fact that it, makes my airport look really good. So, if that helps at all. All right, parking brakes engaged. Let's get engine 2 off. APU's on. It's off, and we'll override both of those. All right. We'll clear that. Let's check out what that landing rate was. Let's see what that was. It says negative 228, negative 228, negative 228. 228. All right, let's get rid of all that. Let's go back here. Ground services, GPU, ground objects. Get the GPU on board there. False. I don't know. 228 is what it says. That's what it says. We'll keep the logo on. Red beacon come off. Nav lights will stay on. Seatbelts. No smoking stays on. That looks good. And let's pop outside. We've got a friend heading in here. We'll check out his landing. While we're waiting for that. What do we got on the giveaway here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 people in the giveaway. Exclamation point AEP to enter the giveaway. Exclamation point AEP. Enter the giveaway. All right, so it looks like Jacksonville is where we're going to head. So we're going to end that poll there. I'll donate you $0 if you do the giveaway. We're going to do it cruise, man. I was right on the money with 205. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Yep. Got you. Eye doctor. Got you in there. Aaron, I've got you in there. You'll hop on Jack Approach. Appreciate it. Stood behind a Cessna 170 when the engines were on and the force of wind was insane. Yeah, imagine a jet. Imagine that. All right, we're going to do a new one. So we're going to be Piedmont. The first person in chat to give me a good Piedmont flight number, that's what we're going to choose. But it cannot be 69 or 67. 2852. There it is. 2852 it is. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't anything crazy. Aaron's the first one I saw, 2852. So that's what we're going to do. He was quick on that. All right, ERJ. I'll get the jazz music going while we're waiting here. No pressure, man. We're all watching you. We're expecting a complete and utter butter here. That's what we're expecting. Yeah, let's all watch this guy and judge it. If you guys want to fly along, we're going to fly up to Jacksonville. You can come fly along with us. Load in at Airside Alpha. All right, here we go. Looked a little hard, but it was dead center and right past the 1,000-footer, so that really wasn't too bad. A little off center. Ooh, it's getting a little squirrely there. A little squirrely there. Yeah, I mean, the landing on it was good on the initial. Got a little off after. But yeah, I mean, that's not bad. I'd like to know what your landing rate was, though. I'd be interested to know. All right, let's talk about our flight plan here. All right, so origin. All right, origin destination. We're heading over to Jacksonville. Oh gosh. All right, so we're gonna be by the Baipu 2 depart. Babe, really? That's what it's called. The Baipu 2. Okay, whatever. Baipu 2 departure. We're gonna do runway 19 left since we're already over here. Baipu 2 departure. Willen transitioned. It's hot. My wife just brought me some sourdough bread. It's dense. All right, activate that. And let's look at where we're going to be going to. Oops, not that far. So, KJax, we'll bring that to the VIA 2. We'll go nav, arrival, runway. I don't know what you're going to be using over there in Jacksonville. KJax, what do we got over here? 26, 26 and 32. Winds are 280 at 7, so it's right down the middle, isn't it? We'll do ILS 26. And we're going to be the Zulu. And Biggs will be fine. Star. We are on the Tebow 2 with the Hillis. Activate that. And then we're going to see. So Hillis will come to here. That looks good. And that's fine. Yep. Good with that. All right. Let's get our weight and balance here. New load. Quest view. Load the plane. There we go. That'll give us our new fuel. And our initial cruise, we're going to be 21,000 feet today. That's fine. Confirm that. Go take off. 9 degrees. Take off. Weight's good. Burn the inlet. Looks good. And we'll go to takeoff performance. And we're going to be in Tampa today. Taking off runway 19 left. And the winds here in Tampa are 2607. And temperature is 22. QNH 3008 now. And that looks good. We'll compute that. And send that to PDF. Good deal. All right. So that is all done. We're already loaded up. We're going to switch that off. This comes back to here. Going to be flight director on me. And altitude initial. Let's check out what our star is going to be. Our star. Our SID. Baipu 2 departure. Let's see what our top altitude here. The Baipu 2 is 6,000 feet. So we'll do an initial 6,000 and then we'll climb up after that. Okay, that looks good. Okay, what am I missing? Oh yes, 3008 in both of those. APU is still on, so we can go over to the APU. That's fine. Yeah, we're still in override there. All right. It'd be cool to see Avatar receive a full UI design revamp. It's an awesome plugin, but the UI is a bit dated. It is, but it also works. You know, it works pretty good. So it's kind of hard to make the, argument, I guess you could say. But, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Maybe someone should do that. It's a free plugin. Go talk to the guy that made it and be like, hey, do you mind if I take it and do a UI update on it? Wouldn't hurt to ask. All right, let's get our pushback planned. Let's see here. We'll push back with the angle here.
Grounded cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
All right, so cockpit preparation, all that's done. Before start, parking brake is on. Emergency lights are armed. Batteries auto. Electrical power is an APU. Nav lights are on. Red beacon is not on yet. That's correct. Hydraulic pumps should be off. Takeoff data, we need to set that. So let's bring up our MFD. Loaded Jack's process busy already. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Ding, ding, ding. Let me play you the song My People ERJ. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. All right, 22. That looks good. All right. TCAS. So we'll do 4655. We'll keep that on for now. Pressurization set. Why is...
Tampa traffic, Frontier Flight 1404, departing runway 1 right, turn to the north.
Oh. Whoops. That should be still on. Yeah, okay, good. All right. And seatbelt, no smoking signs coming online. Stereo lights, it's off. APU is on. And we'll go ahead and disconnect jetway. We'll get a better landing on this, right on this next leg, I hope. Yeah, man. All right. So that's removed. The doors are closed. Beacon light can come on. Fuel pumps, both are still on. AP bleed open. Engine bleeds are closed. Cross bleed goes to open. Thrust levers should be idle, and transponder is on. All right, we're good to go with that. Where are you parked up? Oh, you're right next to me. Let me know when you're ready, man. I'll hold off and wait for you to be ready. I don't want to beat you too far behind me. Interesting. Oh, you ready to go? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go and start my pushback then.
Grounded cockpit, tow is driving up.
No, we haven't done... No. We're going to do it when we get up to cruise on this leg.
Traffic, Frontier Flight 1474, clear for runway is final.
Root beer.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
We'll be going at 21,000. So not very high.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release
That's what I
parking
thought.
brake when ready
Yeah.
to start pushback.
Yep. All right. Needs parking brake. Lower the altitude is faster to cruising, faster to give away. That is very true.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alrighty. She's going to run. And then start. I don't know why I'm asking this, but do you or did you used to have a flight instructor in real life, or did a friend sign it? No, man, I used a flight instructor. No, I absolutely used a flight instructor. I don't know why you'd ask that question. You realize in order to pass check ride,
go ahead and set the parking brake.
A DPE checks all that, right? And
Disconnecting
meets your
tow.
instructor
Stand
and
by.
talks to your instructor first. All right, disconnect your hand signals, please. Both those are running. Get the bleeds there. All right, so after start, hydraulic pumps to auto. IC tech is in auto. Packs of bleeds set as required. Go back to auto here to bleed off that. That can come off there. That can go back
Tow
to
is
auto.
disconnected and bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Got a truck stop sign for it. Yeah. When taxi lights on. DPE and CFI not the same. No, they are not. Not at all. Most DPEs are also CFIs, but there's very few DPEs compared to CFIs. DPEs are usually CFIs, been CFIs for a long time that get signed up by the FAA to do inspections. All right, he's got the tab there, cleared there. Go and get flaps down as well. And taxi lights, all that's on. That looks good. Armed. Good to go there. All right, we're going to taxi to runway 19 left via Golf 3, Charlie 7. Tampa traffic, Piedmont 22, or correction, Piedmont 2852. Going to taxi runway 19 left via Golf 3, Charlie 7. Speaking of, I need to reconnect with the new. All right, that's been released. Now it's been released, and now we can start rolling here. Especially since it can still be a handwritten doc and go back years, isn't it a pain to validate every entry? Yes. They're usually not validating every single entry. They're usually validating specific ones. And I mean, if you had like a bunch of different instructors, that'd probably get a little bit more scrutinization. But if you had like, you know, for example, me, I had, I think 3 instructors in my logbook, but one is my primary. The other 2 were just there like when the main instructor couldn't be there for some reason. You know, sick or whatever, out, whatever. But yeah, so I had one primary instructor for my private. I had 2 instructors for my instrument. and I'll have one instructor for my commercial.
Attention all aircraft. Tampa International Information Alpha current altimeter 3006.
That's awful. I need to turn off the default ATC if I can. Yeah, the AITC is horrible. I think we can all agree on that. All right, we're on Charlie. That's what we expect. All right, we'll do takeoff. Fake chest.
Okay.
Good. Let them know we're going to go for takeoff here. Brake temps are green, and ECAS checked and cleared. Fuel panel checked. Crossfeed should be off. It is good there. Ignition auto. And windshield heats are on as well. Exterior lights will set once we get up. We've all been jump scared by the default ATs. Absolutely. With pilots talking about building hours for airlines, it seems to be a huge trust system on how the hours are logged, unless they really vet all 2,000 plus hours at once, which is insane. I mean, there's definitely a level of trust that goes into it, right? But there's also a understanding of time, how much time it actually takes to log that much. And if you're like, oh, I logged it all in 6 months, like, no, you did not. You know, there's some things that could be red flags. Now, if you like just did a bunch of different entries over the course of several months that were supposedly over the course of, 2 years, 3 years or something, I guess theoretically you could fake it. But again, when you go into these interviews and stuff, it's not like they're just looking at, oh, you've got enough hours, you're good to go. Like, it's way more than that. They're asking you a ton of questions, very technical questions, people-oriented questions. I mean, you name it. So it's not like it's not as simple as just, oh, I just fake enough hours and I'm good to go. All right, heading is set. We're going to go off departure here. We're going to go strobes on, landing lights on, stereo light can be on for now. All right, that looks good to me. Let's give a call here. Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2852, departing runway 19er left. It's going to be a Tebow 2, or correction, Baypo 2 departure, Tampa. Here we go. Toga's in chat, my guys. Toga's in chat.
Tampa traffic envoy 91 will be taxiing to 19 left via Charlie. Yeah.
One niner left in on the ground. One niner inside. Here we go. There's 50%. Locked and loaded. $80, cross check. B1, rotate, pull back. 1, 2, 3, hold 10. We're off, gear up. Pull up to 15 to 8.
Tampa envoy 91 from the Atlantic runway 19 left.
There's 1,000. Pitch down for speed. And we'll select speed here. And we're going to go for 200 knots on the speed. We'll go nav AP. Laps coming up. And we're off again. All right. And we're going to go direct to Finkey. And Tampa traffic, Piedmont 2852 is now about 2.5 miles south of the airport, turning right direct to Finkey, departing the area to the north. Last call, Tampa. All right, altitude, we're going to go ahead and go all the way up to 210. What does it mean to be a private pilot? You just fly private jets? No. Private pilot just means that you are able to fly yourself, friends, family, etc., without being compensated in any way. Just for fun, recreation, trips, stuff like that. That could be a whole variety of aircraft. You can be a private pilot and fly in a jet. But you have to get type rated in a jet, so it's not like you can just jump in a jet and go fly. It has more than one engine. You have to have multi-engine rating. If you want to fly when you can't see, you have to have an instrument rating. If you want to fly for compensation, you have to have a commercial rating, and then there's a lot of caveats to that. So it's a lot more complicated than just, you get it. All right, we're going over to Unicom now, and landing lights, taxi lights off. Strobe lights stay on. That looks good. All right, we're climbing out just fine. And we'll go flight level change now. And that'll get us up to speed. You can get compensated as a private pilot if you're doing a charity flight, a search and rescue flight, or if you are someone who has more than 100 hours in the aircraft and does demo flight. I think that's all the ways to get compensated. Yes, that is true. But it's not really... It is compensation in the fact that you are getting compensated, but it's not like you're getting paid extra. It's just covering the cost of those flights, which the FAA deems as compensation. Passing 14,000. And we'll do the drawing once we get cruise altitude. You guys haven't entered the drawing. Exclamation point AEP for the Airport Enhancement Package. It's a fantastic package. You definitely want to be the winner of that tonight. Yeah, that's true. I got asked a question on my stage one, or if it's compensation if your mom buys you a steak dinner and gets you both a hotel room after a short flight. Did she buy you the steak dinner because of the flight? Or did she buy you the steak dinner because she's your mother? You know what I'm saying? So AJ, that is actually considered compensation. What you can do is you can do what they call pro rata share, which means that they can pay the share of the cost of the flight when it comes to oil, fuel, rental costs if that's the case, parking fees if that's the case. So if it's like you and a buddy, they can pay up to 50%, but no more. If there's 3 people, it's up to 33.333, etc., percent. Air, that's a very valid answer. I mean, it's your mother, you know? Very valid answer. I have some beefs with the way the FAA has done their whole compensation thing. I think it's ridiculous that you can't charge someone for the cost of a flight. I'm not saying you make money, but like literally like it costs you $100 in gas and, you know, $100 for rental fee, $200. You can't, for an hour flight, you can't say, hey, you get $200. I mean, it just seems ridiculous to me. You'll get there, Aaron. What if everybody owns the plane? Can you skip on paying the 50%? So, oh, then you're getting, if your buddy owns the plane, he can pay for everything because it's his plane, but he cannot compensate you at all. So he can't pay for your dinner for you. He can't give you any money under the table. He can't, nothing like that. But to be honest, that will open up the field for Uber flying. Yes and no, because again, you're not getting paid. So like, you're not going to make any money doing it. But what it does open up is allows, you know, a private pilot like myself currently, or whoever, be like, you're going to take your family down to the beach, your mother and father, and they can pay for it. Which you can't do right now, which I think is just ridiculous. It's not going to open it up to like Uber where they're actually getting paid, because if they're getting compensated as for being a pilot, like getting paid to be a pilot, then you get into the commercial level. All right, guys. We are at cruise, which means it's about time to do the giveaway. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. I know. But it's time to do the giveaway. If you haven't already, guys, last minute, exclamation point, AEP, Alpha Echo Papa, to enter the giveaway. Alpha Echo Papa to enter the giveaway. You have about 60 seconds to get in there if you haven't already. I'm going to flash GNV. I don't see it on my airports, but potentially. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the giveaway. Drum rolls. Synth Deets, if you are in the chat, Synth Deets, I need you to announce yourself. You've got about 2 minutes to announce it. Give it away. I already purchased it, man. Oh. Synth Deets, are you in chat? There he is. He is in chat. Congratulations, Synthetes. Hey, send me, you need to be in my Discord, exclamation point Discord, and to join the Discord. And I need you to send me a DM, and I'll get some information from you to get you that. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. I think that link works. If that link doesn't work, let me know. I think I updated it to the one that works. See you on scope? Cool deal. I'm coming. It works perfect. Yeah, send me a DM and I'll get some information from you and we'll get that over to you. All right, so McPhee, we need to be at 12,000. That's in there. Perfect. So we're going to put 12,000 in here. And y'all want it to be daytime. So let me 1 second. Update that to daytime here. And there we go. Yeah, let me get reconnected. Sorry. It does that when it reloads. I'm back in. .9er. Yeah, it does that when I update when I do the time thing like that. What altitude does your airspace start at? $15,000 feet. Okay. Got it. Make sure I get in contact with you. All right, top descent 25 miles. guys haven't already, go and smash that like button for me. Really appreciate that. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and all of that fun stuff. We're at 17 likes. Oh, come on. We can get 25 before we land, right? We can get to 25. There's 21 of you watching. We can get to 25. So smash that like button, guys. It's free. Alright, coming up on that top of the descent. Like always, we'll start off with a 2,000 feet per minute descent rate, and we'll see what we end up at. I love that X-plane map enhancement, giving me that satellite imagery of the Floridas, the Florida land. And if you think this is hazy, like, this is actually pretty accurate. I was flying on Saturday in real life. It was hazy, man. It was really hazy. Need to install map enhancement when I get home. Yes, you do. It is definitely, it's free. I mean, you get the free version, right? It's definitely worth the free. I don't have the paid version. This is the free version, so. Nope, not a Florida. I'm an Alabama local. I've been to Florida many times. I'm an Alabama local, actually. I think X-Plane 12 handles the haze well, much better than X-Plane 11. Absolutely. Is AEP V2 not available to the public yet? Is it? I don't think so. But let's hold on. Yeah, so it's coming soon. It's not out yet. Not out yet, but it is. I think it's dropping very soon. Oh shoot, we're at top descent. Vertical speed going down. Start at 2,000 feet per minute, and we're going to bring this back down to about 55. Let me see here. Let's see. It comes out this coming Friday. It'll be out this coming Friday. All right, we're at 20 likes, guys. We can make it a 25. Come on. We can make it a 25. Yo, I'm an Alabama local as well. I'm from the Athens area, but live in Florence now. Awesome. I've been to Florence. I've been to Florence several times. Actually, I spent a couple weeks up there for political reasons, knocking doors for a campaign. But yeah, very familiar with Florence. Got the downtown music scene, right? Very famous down there. There's a really good pizza place down there. I can't remember the name of it. But it's right there on the main strip there. Your uncle lives in Huntsville? I've been to Huntsville twice. Why am I not able to... Hold on. 1254. Oh, 125850. Kilos we're looking for.
Check, fill information with airport agent information, kilo 0056 Zulu. Web 2567 10. Fuel clouds at 25,000. Temperature 24. 2.12. Altimeter 2997.
Alright, 2907. Put that in there. And let's switch back with COM 1. And Jacksonville approach, Piedmont 2852 on the TPO 2 arrival, passing 15,000.
Piedmont 2852, Jacksonville approach, hello, research transponder 0471.
0471 in the box, Piedmont 2582. 0471. All right, let's stop the music for now.
2852, radar contact, position is reported. Expect vectors is approach runway 26.
All right, we'll expect vectors of the visual approach runway 26, Piedmont 2852. We're going to keep on descending. What's our lowest on this guy? Oh, we don't have one.
Piedmont 2852, it's going to maintain 8,000.
It's going to maintain 8,000, Piedmont 2852. I was about to say, I need to level off here at 12,000. All right, 8,000 in the box. There we go. Seriously, was let me to give you a new code, but I don't know why. It's fine. Because I didn't get a clearance, so I don't know if... I don't know. It's fine. It's all good. So I forgot to file it. My bad. That's on me. I forgot to file it.
Southwest 1666 on departure, flight heading 290, the 125 jet, so on way 26, then for takeoff.
I passed 10,000. Get all that online there.
Southwest 1666, just confirm on departure, you'll fly heading 290. Flight heading 290, Southwest 156. Piedmont 2852, turn right heading 070, vectors is on 96.
All right, right 0. You say 070? My right turn 070 Piedmont 2852. Have you ever done flights in Europe on VATSIM? I have. So is a type rating you training for the plane, or is it type of approval that the plane is registered to fly? Type rating is you train for it, and then you get certified to fly that particular type of aircraft. So you can get type rated on an ERJ 145. You can get type rated on a Boeing 737.
Piedmont 2852, descend and maintain 6,000.
So maintain 6,000, Piedmont 2852. It's not necessarily for just airline pilots. You know, any private jet pilots, you get type rated in those aircraft, citations, all those as well. So in similar, you do both.
Southwest 1666, radar contact.
You do mostly sim, and then you, you know, in those super expensive, you know, all the different dimensions it moves around sims. But if it's depending on the aircraft, you may actually go and fly the aircraft too.
Southwest 1666, turn right heading 360, 360. Sorry, 360,
Type ratings happen after you get some sort of certificate. Typically, yes. Like, you can get type rated as a private pilot, theoretically, but in almost all cases, it happens after your commercial certificate. You get your private pilot certificate.
Piedmont 2852, descend and maintain 4,000.
So to maintain 4,000, Piedmont 2852. Private pilot, instrument rating, commercial rating. I don't know why they call them ratings instead of certificates, because they really are certificate. I don't know. It's whatever.
Envoy 91, tactical departure, hello, accept transponder 7616. 7616, Envoy 91. Southwest 1666, turn right heading 050. Turning right heading 050, southwest 1562. Envoy 71, tactical departure, radar contact. EDAX Alpha 2997, expect vectors, visual transfer 26.
That's the airport right there.
And on board 91, Dax Alpha 2997. Southwest 1666, should there copy?
Looking good right now, guys. Let's see what we've got. 110.3. You're going to put this in as backup. 110.3 is in there. And of course, it's 257. 257. All right, let's get our landing performance done here. We're going to be landing in Jacksonville. Runway 26. Winds are 2507. QNH is 360 down to 3000. Piedmont 2050. Down to 3000. Piedmont 2852. All right. Let's go and landing 40,000 pounds. Repeat that. Enter. Compute. What's going on, Har? Send the PFT. I don't see the airport yet. Unless it's off further this way. Nope, not yet. Down to 2000, Piedmont 2852. Opinions on AEP V2. Man, I love it. I think it's awesome. It's dropping this Friday. At least that's what I heard. Alright, start slowing down now. Are you planning to fly for airlines one day? I don't know. It's a possibility. But it's not like a primary thing. Right, 9 degrees flaps. Left turn 230 and look for the field. Piedmont 2852.
Piedmont 2852,
Right, left turn 230. Look for the field. Piedmont 2852. Right into the sun. Yeah, I can't see jack because that sun.
And Piedmont 2852.
Up, I got it.
Let's see, the field's going to be at 12 o'clock and 8 miles. Turn right heading 250.
And we've got the field in sight, PMOD 2052.
P1 2052, clear visual approach, runway 26.
Clear visual approach 26, PMOD 2052.
Onboard 91 is going to maintain 6,000. On 6,000 onboard 91. MP 2852, wind 250, runway 26, clear land.
Runway 26, clear land, PMOD 2052. All right, gear's going to come down. And flaps 22. Outer marker. Or it's actually inner middle marker. Well, maybe the outer marker. Can't remember the actual sound the different ones make. I know the inner marker sound. It's very unique. Gosh, this is almost instrument landings. It's like there's some type of visibility is poor. Almost like there's a low-level cloud layer that I'm flying through. Like fog.
And onboard 91, turn left heading 36.
500.
3,000. And onboard 91 is to center maintain 3,000. Oh, sorry, to center maintain 3,000 and onboard 91. Oh, wait.
Landing rates in chat, guys.
Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers out. And braking. Reversers in. All right. No way. That was my first flight. It was, wasn't it? Negative 150. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Demon 2852, order Jacksonville taxi, hotel to the ramp. Have a good night.
All right, hotel to the ramp. PMOT 2852. Appreciate the service.
No, onboard 91 is to maintain 2,000. Run us down to 2,000 onboard 91.
All right. Flaps up. And strobes come off. Landing lights can come off. APU. We're going to get that started. And we're going to check out that landing, because we'll be able to do the replay on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And hopefully we can get parked up here and watch good old Clear Direct come in here. And we'll do a replay because I think I don't know if I hit the 1,000 footers, but it was close.
Envoy 91, turn left heading to
It was close.
30, and that turn total will be at 12 o'clock, 11 miles, point of day. Alright, left turn 230, reflect the vehicle attack on Envoy 91, appreciate that.
All right. Let's park it up. Gust lock can come in there. Seatbelt signs can come off. And that looks good. And we'll hold it there and we'll see what we got going on. Let's go watch Mr. Envoy come in here. Man, look how good this looks, though. This looks so good. Links down in the description, by the way, guys. Takes you to the page for AEP version 2. It's not out yet. It's coming out this Friday. Just stopping in, but I'm interested in this add-on. What are the install steps for that add-on? Very simple, actually. So you, at least for me, I got 2 packages. I had the overlay package and the main package. Both of them go to your custom scenery. Just make sure the overlay is over top of your global airports. And that's pretty much it. And that's pretty much it. Super simple.
And Envoy 91, so that's 12 o'clock, 5 miles. Yes, sir, we got the field of attack off Envoy 91. Envoy 91, clear visual approach, runway 26. Clear runway 26, Envoy 91.
Don't see him yet. Don't see him yet. Oh, let's see how many likes we got at. Let's see how many likes we got.
And Envoy 91, the 125 at 7, runway 26, go line. Runway 26, go line, Envoy 91.
Let's see how many we got here. $22. Oh, 3 short of 25. My goal was 25. Sad. If you have Mr. X Boston SFO or Payer Airports, does it enhance or affect those? So it goes above global, but below all of your add-on airports. So it won't be over top of those, so it shouldn't affect those at all. Yeah, definitely putting in the work on there. I gave you an unofficial Jack sightseeing tour vector as all the airports are departing to the west, so keeping you high over them. Hey, I'll take it. Oh, there he is. I've got his lights in sight. Ajax Racer, that's a question you have to ask Aaron. Who won? Synth won. Synth Deets. Yeah. All right, let's watch this. Let's clear direct Zay come in here. Let's see how well he lands. I'm sure it'll great. I'm so very grateful. You are so very welcome, sir. Again, just make sure you send me that direct message in Discord so I can get the information from you to get added to your craft. Here we go. Sync rate's pretty good there. Sync rate's pretty good. Overflare. Still look pretty good though. Hey, that's not bad at all. Negative 28. Not bad. 280 is not bad at all. It's weird that it has your nose up like that. Why is it doing that? I know your nose is not up. All right. Let's disconnect from the VAT sim and let's check out that replay. And we'll go over to replay mode here. And I'll get rid of all that stuff. And let's take a gander at this landing. I still think they should have turned that down on this aircraft. I just think that's ridiculous. It sounds just so ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's realistic. Reality is it sounds about that loud, but like, that's still my biggest complaint about this whole thing. Hey, Aaron, are you in my Discord? If not, if you could jump in my Discord, man, I'd really appreciate it. I want to send you a thank you for jumping on Jax. All right, what do you think, guys? You think I'm going to land on the 1,000 footers, past it? I think I was just past it. Oh no, I was right on the money. Or maybe just short of it, actually. Just short of it. Oh man. Just short of it. That was so close to being perfect. Oh man. Oh. Okay, does anyone know what this arrest stands for? And these dots out here on the runway and this out here, do you guys know what that is? I asked because this was a question I got on my instrument rating check ride, actually. Yep, has cable. Sure does. All right, let's watch the landing from the passenger's perspective, and that's going to wrap it up for this stream, guys. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for coming and watching. Thank you for all that's liked the stream, subscribed, and everything like that. I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say a special thank you over to AJ, Gusty Boy Gaming, and Dynamic Duo for sending me those super chats early on. Really appreciate that. And for all my members, thank you so much. Until next time, guys, on Wednesday, I will do my best to keep you guys updated. Join my Discord. Love to have you there. I'll see you all next time up in the sky.